Welcome back to Online Darts, everyone. The eve of the World Matchplay in Hollywood. It's that time again. Excited?
Of course, you've got to be. It's one of my favourite tournaments, and yeah, I'm just can't wait to get going.
We're obviously here. You're having a bit of a practice game. Feel good?
Yeah, I'm playing well. I have been for the last few weeks. You know, obviously having a little break, get myself back together, and I'm playing some good stuff. Obviously didn't have the best of times down Milton Keynes, but played well, so there's definitely positives to take, and hopefully I can produce some good stuff up there.
Was it nice to get here drama-free this time? It was relatively simple for Chris Dobey in the World Matchplay.
Yeah, being seeded here for the first time as well, which is good. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Obviously it's different coming in as a seed. There's a lot of expectations and people expect you to do well, but I'm just going to enjoy it. Obviously, hopefully I can perform, and fingers crossed.
Well, you bringing up the seed thing, I was going to ask you, is there a different mentality coming in as a seed to a non-seed?
No, I'm still coming in the same mentality. You've got to believe in your own game, and yeah, hopefully I can just go up there and produce my game, and we'll see what happens.
What was it like watching the draw?
Yeah, I was a bit nervy. I was down at Target actually. I had it on there. One of the lads had it on the phone whilst I was doing a bit of media and stuff, and I stopped for a minute to watch the draw. It has to be done, but yeah, it's both people, me and Richie, will both fancy our chances there. Richie's been playing well the past month or so he's got to fancy his chances, and I know if I go up there and play well, I can get the job done. So it's going to be a tough task, but I'm hoping to get through that one.
Obviously, Richie coming here on debut. Do you remember that first time you came here? Because this is different to any other tournament, isn't it?
Yeah, of course. It's an iconic venue. Obviously, these are the ones you want to be playing in. And yeah, I remember the first time. Obviously, I had never played in a situation, and the heat that was in here was unbearable. But yeah, it's just great to be in here. This is one of my favourites, if not the favourite, and I'm hoping to go a long way this week.
Do you think Richie will feel some nerves coming here for the first time because of the venue and everything that comes with it?
I'd be silly if I had said he wouldn't. Obviously there's got to be something in there, but he's got a lot more experience now, and I'm sure he can handle it up there. But like I say, I'm going to be ready for him. I'm going to be prepared, and I'm getting the last few bits of practice in over the next couple of days, and I'll be ready. When
the draw was done, obviously all eyes were on the non-seeds because of the strength and depth in there. Was it a case of not wanting to draw Luke because of what he's done in the first half of this season?
Nah, to be fair, you obviously don't want to draw him. Being in the same stable, it's not the fact that what he's done in this short space of time. It's just the fact I've been with him for quite a bit recently, and it's just not nice playing people that you're close to early doors. If you meet in the later stages, unfair dues, but yeah, I think he was one of the ones that you were looking at. I think him and Gary were the two on the other side, which you think, you know. But if I come through that first round, I think there's a chance of meeting Gary or Michael as well. So two close friends, and that'll be another battle.
Well, you obviously looked at the draw then, because you are right in that little section of the draw that you're in. But you've got good records against a lot of these players now. Yeah,
like I said, my game on the big stage is brilliant. I feel like I'm a big stage player. I live for big moments, and I'm just hoping to go well here, because I haven't had the best of wins or results at Blackpool or the match play in general. But yeah, I'm just hoping I can get that first win under my belt, and who knows, fingers crossed I can go far.
I remember speaking to you a year, 18 months ago, and the goal was to get in the top 16 and cement your place there. Do you feel that you're on the way to doing that now? Obviously you've broken in there, been in there for a little while now. Do you feel that that's happening?
Yeah, I think that's more or less the easy part, is getting there. It's about staying there now. You've got money to defend in every competition you're playing, so it's about building your money up and your ranking wise, and hopefully I can push up, not just stay where I am, push towards that top 8 and compete and put myself in the mix with a chance at the likes of the Premier League and stuff, the World Series, and who knows, there might be a few more TV titles to come.
Do you believe you're a top 10, top 8 player now?
without a doubt. I've believed that for so long. I think once getting that first win under my belt, whether it was the floor or the TV, I feel I can compete. I can beat anybody on my day, and I think everybody knows that. There's quite a lot of people that are very similar situations, and I feel I'm one of the best in the world. And scoring wise, if I can just tighten up on my finishing, I think I could definitely be up there in the top 8 for sure. But I'm going to keep working hard, and fingers crossed in the next few months or next year or so to come, and I can get into that top 8.
It's been nice not having to do Euro Tour qualifiers this year as well. Obviously, the rule changes come in and it suited some players and it didn't others, but you was one that benefited. Is that a nice feeling that you haven't got to do them anymore?
Yeah, obviously, I think I've done well on the Euro Tour this year. I've played some good stuff. But yeah, it was a bit of a relief. I think they changed it for a few reasons. You know, obviously, it was tough for the Premier League lads. There was maybe 3 or 4 of them that was going to have to be playing in the qualifiers on the Wednesday, which didn't make sense. But you can see why they've changed them. There was a few people not happy with it, but they have their say. And I think it's worked. Obviously, there's quite a few that would have been in the qualifiers. I think even Van Gerwen might have dropped out and had to do the qualifiers.
Yeah, Peter Wright, Nathan Aspinall, there's a few, yeah.
So yeah, it's kind of favoured a lot of them, and I think people want to see the best as well, and I think they've done a great job, and hey, it's up to them. I'm where I am now, and I'm happy with where my game's at, and hopefully I can just keep climbing so I never need to do them qualifiers.
Absolutely. Obviously you're quite active on social media, and you give yourself a hard time with defeats. Do you maybe give yourself too hard a time on social media at times?
Yeah, but I've got to man up, you know. I'm not one of those that blame other things. If I play bad, if I play rubbish, I'm the first to admit that. And yeah, you've got to be hard on yourself. It's the way I've been brought up. If I play well, then give myself a pat on the back. But if I do some mistakes, you've just got to hold your hand up and blame yourself. You can't blame anybody else.
It's just interesting because you really do chastise yourself at times. You're like, I was right with way. It's like just chill a little bit at times. But I get if that's the DNA, that's the DNA.
Yeah, it's because I know how good I can be, and in practice and even games, local leagues and stuff, and I can produce some unbelievable darts. It's just so annoying when it doesn't go up there.
I get that.
And European Tour, I think one of them I had 111 against Wataski, and then the next game you think you have like a 90, and you think, how can you play that good one game and then the next day play that bad? So it is frustrating, but it's one of those things you've just got to move on from that.
But since the World Championship, the world of darts has changed massively in terms of eyes on the sport. What's it been like from a player's point of view? Are you feeling the extra scrutiny and the eyes of the media on the sport? Like, it's the front pages now of the newspapers looking for headlines, not just the back, and we've got massive news channels all covering darts. As a player, have you felt the change? Yeah, I felt it straight away. Being in the later stages of the World Championships, I think I noticed the change then, because obviously myself and Luke went to the Spurs match. Yeah. Obviously went there, and he took a lot of the highlights there as well, which it's not a bad thing. But I've seen the change back then, and it's changed for the better as well. It's turned everybody's eyes back onto the sport, and he's got everybody talking about the sport again. So it is obviously no disrespect to Luke Humphries or anything like that. He's the world champion, world #1. But I think because of the run little I had in the Worlds, and obviously what he's done the last few months or so, and it's just put the sport back on the map. With the sport being back on the map and eyes on it, have you guys as players got added responsibility where beforehand you could slip up or say something daft on social media or do something out with your mates and no one would think of it, but now with all eyes on there, is there an extra responsibility for all you guys? Yeah, I think you've always got to be careful on social media, because you get the people that screenshot and repost it in years to come from the past, but you're going to get that, so you do have to watch what you're saying. Obviously there's a few players now that
need to like bite the bullet. If they have a bad day and lose, I think they just need to hold off social media, and there's quite a few out there.
Instagram story by any chance?
There's quite a few out there, so I think if they can stay off that, I think it'll be better for not just them, for everybody.
One thing you have been quite vocal on social media is your beloved Newcastle not too happy with the old potential transfer dealings at the moment. I see it's a bit of a mixed bag on Tyneside at the moment. You've got all this money, but can't spend it. It's a strange situation to be in.
Yeah, it's not good to see, because obviously where the club was, and when they came in and give us our club back, you know, and it was great to see. But now when these new rules, it's just so hard to understand. It's obviously I've read the last few days that Staveley and Gudusi will be going soon, and it's disappointing, because they've actually brought us our club back and brought the good old days back to Newcastle, and I don't know what's going to happen, who we're going to bring in, but we definitely need to bring some players in, because we've lost a few on free transfers, we've sold a couple, but there's definitely something up, and I'm hoping it's only good news. I'm hoping it's for the best.
What's it like trying to juggle being a full-time Newcastle fan with darts as well, because it's a bit of a nightmare at times?
Yeah, like I said, when I'm at darts, obviously I still try and keep on top of it, but whenever I'm not at darts, I'll definitely be home or away, wherever it is.
We see you taking your boy to Newcastle a lot now as well. Is he bang into it as well?
I wouldn't say he's bang into it. He likes the atmosphere. He loves the games. He's got no interest in football at the minute. But honestly, watching the England matches the last few weeks, he's been glued to the TV. So I'm hoping things can change for the better, and he starts to like them a bit more.
That's an absolute pleasure, mate. Thank you very much as always, and wish you all the very best at the match play.
Thank you. Cheers, pal.